karma when the tables are set. You rallied an encore, like a concert with such a brutal mosh pit. Those invested upon bringing you down, like being in the wrong area in the crowd at the wrong time. They were left brutalized and beaten. It was like karma, bidding it sevenfold with a devastation, bounding them up and exfoliating them, knowing their surface-level repudiation for the reasons they lack. Having made a projectile of what they see in themselves inside the mirror you are. They wanted to lash out at you, but you are rubber, and they are glue. You see their insecurities taunted them, and when divine justice played its part, an uproar in the middle of them all, anticipated them until full repercussion had them compromised. Now they're blaming one another, fighting over the fact that you are unscathed, because where all their efforts had failed, made suspicion arise up within themselves, and had them pointing their fingers on every one of their own comrades. You see, they're wondering how you know the things you know. They can't help but question themselves and ask themselves, does he have some kind of futuristic capacity beyond our very means vindicating him? You called it out like it was. You see, you weren't reading the future. They were just so caught up in their game and presentation of despicable lies. All in all, you read the present atmosphere, and knew the validity of you had insight beyond your years, where they thought they could recruit you under their false advertisements, though they only established you to be seen as a remarkable, equitable, and feasible satisfaction that you are having been entitled by, to the favor made with a prominent standard, concisely endeavored for greater results. They thought your silence was weakness when you held your tongue, but it was just a strategic observance. They thought it was an open invitation for retaliation and character assassination. But when you spoke, the weight of your words held truth. With ultimate introspection upon their deviance, they were left naked and exposed. They seduced those who would listen with their fallacy of input. But you showed them their opinions do not make a difference. Yes, you gave them an I don't give a fuck in such a way that it left their flesh quivering with such indignation. Where they needed your reaction, you gave them cold, hard facts. Now, retribution is rolling the dice and pulling the cards. They are in debt to the truth, and the truth is having its vengeance. The one who highlighted you, who vindicates you, the one who holds you in high regard, the maker of the laws of the universe. He had dispatched the lies they made and put them on trial. Now persecution has them hell-bent. Now they're trying to get a plea deal with the Most High, but he's making justice prevail. Mercy only gives way when forgiveness is made. They're playing with God in a sly and deviant way, thinking they can escape their injustices without true remorse. Now they are left scrutinizing over their circumstances. Yes, power implies to the one who holds significance with the resorts, made with resolutions so astounding. And as the caretaker makes his enveloping, convey you through life and conceive light in you, those who thought they could discriminate and downplay what's shining from your entity, God is laughing at. They did not realize the status you hold, the discrete implement of your decree, made in God's resort, and it is like an unchained melody. They did not know your revelation is sealed with his covenant. Now they are sweating bullets and you hold the gun. Their very own insidiousness is repaying them. The ugliness they done unto you has given its results. Yes, you wiped off their cologne, sensed their profuseness, took their masks and smeared their makeup. Now they are seen for who they really are. You had enveloped through their conniving hideousness, and now their hideousness is laid bare for all to see. You knew their lies spread like wildfire, but when the truth catches up, it shows their mercilessness no mercy. Meanwhile, your table is set in their presence, while they are begging for an appetizer, because their starved spirits lack all and any convenience or means. You're throwing scraps down to their dogs. because the dogs have more respect for truth than they do. Their envy over you and the mad heart that you have. You have mad heart because all they failed to do. You were the enterprise that they wanted to steal, but they only made your harvest with much more of a gathering, much more bulk. Now they realize your abundance was made on behalf of their deceit. You implored them. Yes, it's a little bit funny, isn't it? As you're reaping the wicked's harvest, they're left desperate and docile in their own ways. Now they realize what you've done was inscrutable. Because they lack knowledge, they just can't see how. Well, your availability comes from the one whose thoughts are gathered together, as many as the sands on the seashore for you. They're skeptical, how you left them in an onslaught of themselves, having been made. Now they are completely confounded and looking stupid.